Sunday fun day here at the Big A as the Angels wrap up this homestand. They picked up the opener against the A's on Friday night, got shut out last night, so the rubber game of the series this afternoon before the Angels head out of town, heading down to San Diego. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels baseball on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and overall, I mean, aside from last night's ball game, it has been a pretty good homestand for this Angels team, especially on the offensive side. Last night we talked about the home runs and Justin Upton, but overall, the team has played well.
Yeah, Victor, they've been swinging the bat very well. They have a chance at an excellent homestand, a chance to go 5-1. It's worthy of a Carlos Cam replay, what they have done so far in this homestand. Played very well against the Tigers. So far, so good, except for last night's game against Oakland. 9 home runs during the stretch in the first 5 games of this homestand. They're averaging a little over 5 runs per game, just under 5.5 runs per game. So the offense has been there. The power game has been there. The defense, EY Jr. has made 2 outstanding plays in the outfield so far, in center field, going to his left and to his right. In the bullpen, it is a bullpen game here this afternoon. The bullpen has been very good throughout this entire homestand themselves. Going to be tested here today. Taylor Cole on the mound. He's throwing the ball very well. It's a 151 batting average against him so far this season. It's going to be tested, hopefully get 3 or 4 innings out of him today.
Well, last night the Angels offense were dealing with Edwin Jackson, the veteran. They'll face another veteran, Southern California product. Trevor Cahill's on the mound for the Oakland A's, and the Halos will be without Andrelton Simmons, a late scratch this afternoon. We're just about ready for baseball here in Southern California. Sit back, relax. Going to bring you the lineups of the first pitch when we return.
Brought to you by the new 2019 Jeep Cherokee. Embrace every new opportunity with a redesigned exterior and 31 highway MPG. Test drive one today. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers.
Another warm afternoon here at the Big A as the Angels and the Athletics wrap up this 3-game set. And Trevor Cahill will be on the mound for the Oakland A's. The Angels will have a bullpen day. Taylor Cole making the start for the first time in his major league career. I guess you can call him an opener is what the Rays call him, right?
Yeah, but I like his stuff. His fastball is 91, 96, although good changeup and slider and cutter. He's been very effective.
Yeah.
He's 151 like we talked about on the opening there. Opponent's batting average against him, so I think he's got a chance the rest of this season to be in this role.
He's not unfamiliar to starting. I mean, the bulk of his minor league career was spent as a starter in the Blue Jays system, so it's just one of those things of kind of getting reacclimated to it. And a lot of folks, matter of fact, a lot of bullpen arms, the majority of which do begin their careers as starters in the minor leagues and then eventually transition out to the bullpen. So Taylor's out there getting ready to throw out his first pitch. We'll take a look at Bob Melvin's starting lineup for the Oakland Athletics. With the victory last night, now find themselves at 69-48. Second place, 3.5 back of the Houston Astros, and still maintaining their game-and-a-half spot ahead of in the second wild card spot ahead of the Seattle Mariners. It'll be Martini leading things off in left field. Chapman's at third. Lowry at second. Davis at DH. Olson's at first base. Canna back at center field as he was Friday night. Simeon the shortstop. Pinder gets to start in right field this afternoon. And Josh Fegley gets the starting nod behind the plate. And he will bat ninth. Mentioned Taylor Cole. This will be his 9th appearance with the Angels this season. 0-2 with a 1.59 ERA. When you look at the numbers overall and extrapolate them out, I mean, spectacular numbers. 17 innings, just 8 hits, 19 strikeouts, and 5 walks. You love his changeup.
Yeah, his changeup is nasty, and my go-to, as a matter of fact, Victor, I got to believe he's got to use that nasty changeup throughout this whole game against Oakland. Especially, we know how aggressive they are on the first pitch. When he goes out there and attacks with a changeup, it should be very good for him this afternoon.
We'll take a look at the defense for the Angels today. You've got Upton in left. Eric Young Jr. is in center. Calhoun is in right. The infield has Fernandez getting to start at third base. Fletcher at short. Coward over at second. Pujols at first. And Arcia, the guy who wrapped things up last night on the mound for the Angels, behind the plate.
Yeah, the finisher in the game last night is now catching to start the game this afternoon. His 7th start at catching position. He's also started once at first base. Pretty amazing, though, when you think about it. He's catching day after closing that game out last night.
Nick Martini ready to lead things off. Left fielder hitting 259. 5 doubles, a triple, 8 runs batted in. First one this afternoon is in there for a strike. First pitch brought to you by Carson Toyota. Stu Sherwater calling the balls and strikes this afternoon. Corey Blazer at first. Chris Siegel at second. Eric Cooper at third base. No balls, 2 strikes. Martini did not play last night. Did get to start out in left field in Friday night's contest. Ended up going 0 for 4.
Always an advantage, too, for a pitcher when you face a team for the very first time. This is the first time Taylor Cole will have faced the Oakland Athletics.
Down goes Martini, 1 out.
Not exactly where you wanted to throw that all-speed pitch, but the change in speed, the 96-mile-an-hour fastball first, the pitch before, 85 on that one. And that was a slider that stayed upstairs. He's got a good slider and a cutter. His fastball velocity is going to be 91 to 96. His average fastball this season for the Angels, 93.1 miles per hour.
First one's in for a strikeout. Chapman, the third baseman, hitting 274. 16 home runs and 40 runs batted in. 2-hit game last night, going 2 for 5. And that pitch hits him right in the shoulder. He'll take his base.
Yeah, that fastball had some serious movement inside. Just dropped his elbow, and when you do that, your wrist is going to flatten out, and you're going to have that running action, lateral action that runs right in against Chapman.
So a man at first, and here's Jed Lowry, the second baseman, hitting .265. Actually, the Angels being shut out last night. 14 hits for the Oakland A's. Even a lot of loud outs. Lowry easily went around on that pitch. It's 0-1. Tyler Skaggs, who made the start, gave up 7 runs in 3 1/3. Back on the disabled list for the 4th time this year. As his ERA has jumped up over a run over his last 2 starts between the Rays and the A's. 17 runs allowed those 2 starts. No balls, 2 strikes.
That's that good power changeup. Made famous by King Felix, Zach Greinke. It's going to be about 88 to 89 miles an hour consistently with its changeup. A lot of times you used to think a changeup a big differential between your fastball and changeup, but this is a good one, and it sinks and runs away from a left-handed batter.
Lowry with a 1-2 count, .265 hitter. Had 1 hit, 1 walk last night, going 1 for 4. Angels with the loss now at even .500 at 59 and 59. And at home at 33-29. 3-city trip coming up. 3 in San Diego beginning tomorrow night. Then it's off to Arlington for 4 against the Rangers. 2 against the Diamondbacks. Shooting this one down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Almost an excuse me type swing. Lowry heading towards second. It's a double. And the A's have runners at second and third with 1 out. Career hit number 1,000 for Jed Lowry.
Picking up another double after setting an Oakland A's record last season for doubles. Picks up another double here today. His 28th double of the season. 1,000th career hit. And Oakland in business once again in the first inning, like they have been in the first 2 games of this series. That pitch was elevated enough where he can put that ball in play.
Chris Davis, a DH at the plate. Takes downstairs. Oakland last night 3 for 8 with men in scoring position. 3 for 10 overall in the series. Well, the Angels go to San Diego to start a 3-game set tomorrow. Oakland goes home to take on the Seattle Mariners.
The red-hot Seattle Mariners right now.
Yeah, they're winning again today, 2-0. The 7th against Houston. Davis skies it foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chapman hit by a pitch. Lowry had doubled. It's a 2 in scoring position to start this one for Taylor Cole. This was originally Andrew Heaney's spot in the rotation, so it's a bullpen game. That is lined out toward right center field. Eric Young Jr. is there. It'll be deep enough to score Chapman. Lowry will head to third in Oakland for the 3rd straight day. Strikes in the first inning. It's 1-0.
And another RBI for Chris Davis. Get him 93 on the season. He was looking for a pitch to get hit in the air, and he got the job done. So important as a starting pitcher when you're on the road, when your offense provides you with an early run or 2 in the first inning, allows you to be more aggressive. We've seen that already a couple of times, or 3 times now in this series, scoring in the first inning.
Matt Olson, first baseman, hitting .233. 22 home runs, 54 runs batted in. I remember with Trout on the disabled list, he won't be eligible to come off till August 16th. This one's ripped to right field. Cole will play it on a short hop. I thought he was going to come after it. Lowry will score. It's 2-0. Olson picks up his 55th run batted in.
One of those tough plays as an outfielder in between. You go sliding in on that one or playing it on the hop. Did very well by Olson. One hops it in front of his body. Looked like initially he thought about coming in on that baseball to try to slide and catch that. Exit velocity off the bat on that with 109 miles an hour by Olson. Matt Olson crushed that one.
Here's Mark Canham. Was in center Friday night, first base last night before getting replaced by Olson. Now back at center field. Taylor, 28-year-old, born in Stevie Valley, went to high school in Vegas, college at BYU. Good breaking ball there. Blue Jays 29th round pick in 2011. Got into one big league game last year with Toronto. 32 games at AAA. 9th game in the big leagues this season for the Angels. Taylor signing him as a minor league free agent back in March. Three-one count.
This is what Oakland does best. Put themselves in the fastball counts. That could be the very first pitch, and they're ready for a fastball. But this is one of those counts now for Cannon. He could sit on a fastball from Cole. Challenge with a four-seam fastball upstairs.
Olson's going to take off with a pitch with a full count of 2 outs. 2-0 Oakland. We're in the first. There goes Olson, off speed, fouled off.
Important batter right now for Taylor Cole to get out. Marcus Semien on deck, who had a huge game last night. Want to have him lead off top of the second and not come up here with a couple guys on base.
Another foul off, this one to the right. Count remains full.
21 pitches thrown already for Cole. In a bullpen day, you were hoping to have some quick innings early on to allow him to get into that third, possibly fourth inning.
At this pace, that doesn't seem realistic, unfortunately. The Angels did add a bullpen arm with Eduardo Paredes being added today, with Skaggs placed back on the disabled list. Another 3-2, and that's a hit batter for the second time this inning. Canham, a lot of pain. Looked like got him in the wrist area. Charles Nagy's coming out.
This is a breaking ball that slips out of the hand or right on that finger as it's on that bat, connected with the bat and the hand. It's one of those ones as a hitter you really are concerned about. You know, that handle of the bat, the knob, and then gets hit on the finger and the baseball at the same time.
Breaking ball gets away from Arcia, and both runners will advance.
Now 2 runners in scoring position for Marcus Semien, who had that huge game last night. Overthrown breaking ball. Spins away from Arcia.
Check swing, went around. 1 ball, 1 strike. Semien had a heck of a game last night. Doubled at 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in.
Victor, I know it's only the first inning, but this is a huge moment now for the Angels against Oakland here.
1-2.
The way some of their veterans have pitched already in this game, I mean in this series, and then their bullpen, you don't want to fall too far behind here already in the first inning. Brent Anderson threw the ball well. Edwin Jackson threw the ball well. Marcus Semien last night against Tyler Skaggs, a curveball hits out to left field, then follows it up on the fastball and drives that one out, well out to left center field. Also had a double, 4 RBI in the game for Marcus Semien last night.
1-2. Semien pulls one towards short. Fletcher tried to play the short hop, unable to come up with it. Even if he does, it's going to be a tough play at first base with Semien running down the line, 3-0. It goes as a infield base hit and an RBI for Semien, his 44th run batted in. And the first continues.
Tough in between up. You're going to have to be real quick on the transfer to get Semien going down the line and able to do that. And another run scores for Oakland here in the first inning.
Chad Pinder, the batter. Pinder, a .253 average. Pinder last night hitless, 0 for 3 with a couple of walks. One ball with strike. Jose Alvarez, first man up for the Angels. In a situation in which they were hoping he'd be up in the 3rd inning. One, 1-2. In the dirt, nobody able to advance.
Well, you out there strike out the first bat of the game, then you hit Matt Chapman, and all of a sudden this kind of went away from Taylor Cole.
Pinder will strike out to end the inning, but Oakland strikes for 3. They lead it 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the first.
the season. Calhoun will lead things off at right field. Upton is in left. Ohtani at DH. Pujols at first. Fernandez gets a start at third. Fletcher is short. Coward at second. Arcia is behind the plate. Young batting ninth, playing center field as they take on the 30-year-old right-hander out of Vista High School in Vista, California, down south. Former second-round pick of the Athletics back in '06. Trevor Cahill making his 14th start today.
Yeah, he's really thrown the ball well for me. Think about it, out of nowhere. My go-tos to be successful against him today is don't miss a mistake off-speed pitch. He's allowed 6 home runs this season. All have been on his off-speed pitch. And then you have to try to bring up his fastball. He's got a power sinker. Bring it up above the knees. Better chance to square it up and line it to all fields against him.
Cole last night 0 for 4. The Angels with a total of 5 hits last night. 212, 16 home runs, 46 runs batted in. That is pulled down the right field line. That is a fair ball and heading into the corner. Cole on his way to second. Has himself a leadoff double. That's his 11th double of the season.
That's a good start right there. Mentioned his numbers, first or second pitch last night. What he has done against pitching in his major league career. Ready to go. Gets that fastball. Didn't quite get below the knees, and he lines it into the corner for a double. 11th double of the season. Continues to swing the bat well, Cole Calhoun.
Upton takes a strike. Justin at 258, 24 home runs, 67 runs batted in. 1 for 3 game yesterday with a double. That was in the first inning.
When you look at the numbers against Cahill this season versus fastball, 252 batting average with 0 home runs allowed versus fastball with just 189 versus his secondary pitches, but he has allowed 6 home runs on those secondary pitches. Difficult to do so with his fastball, that sinker at the knees. There's a lot of fastballs, 2-seamer.
Foul back above us. One-two count. Cahill making his 14th start, 4-2 with a 3.12 ERA. Signed as a free agent back in March. Just a couple of games in the minor leagues. That breaking ball's in the dirt. He was counted 2-2. Two off speed out towards center. Just had him out in front enough. Canna comes in, makes the catch for the first down. Check out the A's on the defensive side of things. Martinez in left, Canna's in center, Pinder in right. Chapman, Simeon on the left side, Lowry, Olsen on the right side. Fegley today behind the plate.
Pinder out in right field. Started 6 different positions this season. The only position he has not played this year. Pitcher, catcher, first base, 4 outfield assists, 2 errors this season for Pinder in the outfield.
So Shohei Ohtani comes to the plate, DHing, hitting .272. Picked up a hit last night, 1 for 4 overall. And he'll take upstairs. Actually caught the top part of the zone.
Yeah, Cahill's trying to elevate his fastball because Shohei Ohtani hits the low fastball very, very well.
Down it in, gets away. Cole trying to go to third, to throw from Fegley, not in time. A little hesitation by Fegley allows Cole to get in there. He got some dirt in his eyes on that slide. A wild pitch puts a man at third base.
Big secondary lead for Calhoun. That break a ball in the dirt just gets away enough from Fegley where Cole took the shot to get to third base. He's able to do so. Huge lead, good secondary lead, and it slides in there. Chapman tried to tag on the leg before he got his hand down, but Cole gets his hand in there. Chance for the Angels to get a run back right here.
Some serious movement on it, 1-2.
Cole able to get almost halfway down the line with Chapman well off the base at third. Any ground ball past Cahill will result in a run.
Ohtani strikes out, 2 outs off speed pitch.
My Hyundai key for this game for the Angels to be successful in making a comeback here today. Home Kansas, carry on my wayward son, using this warm air on a day game here, gets some carry for a big fly. Albert Pujols knows a little bit about hitting that ball out of the ballpark. Had a chance to get a couple runs here with one big swing here after that strikeout to Shohei Ohtani by Cahill.
Albert back at first base today as that slider's down and away. .254 average for Pujols, 18 home runs, 56 runs batted in. 1-for-3 game for Albert last night. It was a single.
Oakland doesn't quite put the shift on against Albert that we've seen in a number of clubs. We got Jay Lowry on the second base side of the bag.
Chopper back toward the middle. That'll sneak through for an RBI single. The Angels get on the board. It's 3-1 Oakland.
And just like we said, that's generally what we see as second baseman playing against Albert Pujols. Instead, Albert picks up a base hit and an RBI. 1975th career RBI for Pujols. Right back up the middle. Once it gets by Cahill, and where the defense was set up there for the Oakland, ends up being a base hit and an RBI. Get one of those runs back. Just 20 RBI away from tying Lou Gehrig on the all-time RBI list. 25 away from 2,000 in his career.
Jose Miguel Fernandez rips a single to right field. Late insertion into the lineup with Simmons being removed. Fernandez gets a start at third. Fletcher moves to shortstop and Coward to second.
And when Fernandez comes into play, don't run to the kitchen, go to the refrigerator, because he's going to be hacking at that first pitch. He does that all the time. Here's Anderson Simmons, a late scratch from the lineup.
Ground ball to short. Simeon will flip it to Lauer. The inning comes to an end. The Angels do get a run on the board, trailing 3-1 as we hit in the second. For as low as $8 per seat, call 888-796-HALO. Go to angels.com/groups for details. Taylor Cole back out there after throwing 32 pitches in the first inning. Jose Alvarez is still loosening in the bullpen for the Angels. Oakland sending up 9-1-2. Fegley, Martini, and Chapman. Didn't go. First action for Fegley in the series. 226 average, 4 doubles, 2 home runs, and 10 runs batted in.
Baseball ricochet back and hit Eric Cooper in the foot. Third base umpire.
One ball, 2 strikes. Lucroy got the start in the first 2 games. Pretty standard, just like Briseño. Now the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Down goes Fegley. Back-to-back strikeouts for Taylor Cole. 3rd overall. That might be his last batter. As Mike Scioscia is coming out. That's just going to be a bullpen game. So a lot of fun today with a lot of pitchers on the mound. Pitching chase. First of the game. It is 3-1. Oakland.
Hyundai. Get a great deal more than a great deal on all new Hyundai vehicles. See your Hyundai dealer today. By Carl's Jr., the Western Bacon Cheeseburger is calling your name, little buddy. Pick it up. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers.
Second inning, 1 out. Pitching change. Jose Alvarez on a relief. Face the top 2 in the order here. Hopefully that is all. Martini and Chapman. This will be the 60th game for Alvarez. 4-3 with a 2.81 ERA. Pitch Friday night. Martini struck out against Taylor Cole in his first at bat. 0-for-1.
Good pitch there once again for Jose Alvarez.
Two quick strikes, 0-2. Chapman hit by a pitch at his first at bat. A plate appearance on deck. Down goes Martini for the second time.
Jones expand the strike zone, swinging the pitch well out of the strike zone. Good breaking ball. Starts in the strike zone, ends up well out of the zone. Late break a ball, swing and miss. Houston has tied Seattle at 2. 2 runs scored, and they're still hitting in the bottom of the 8th down in Houston.
Hit towards second, past it, diving Caleb Coward. That ball was smoked. Chapman with a 2-out single. We'll bring up Jed Lowry.
Been on base twice already today. He's had a big series. It's 5 hits for Chapman. As he try to pull, lines it, gets it by Coward in the right center field for a base hit. Six times on base in this series for Matt Chapman.
Lowry had a double down the left field line for career hit number 1,000. 28th double of the season. Oh, 2 count. Oakland with 3 in the top of the first. Angels with 1 at the bottom of the first. Taylor Cole ends up going an inning in the third. 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 hit batters, 3 runs, all earned in his first major league start. Lowry a swing and a miss on that breaking ball. Flipped down to first base. Got to touch first. Complete the strikeout. There you go. And there's the third out. Head to the bottom of the second inning. It's 3-1. of 3-1. About a third of the order coming up at Coward, Garcia, and Young. Trevor Cahill allowed a run on 3 hits and 1 strikeout in the first. Caleb shooting one out to left field. Martini is right there.
Pretty good swing though by Caleb. Stayed back on that pitch, down, away, lines at the left, right at Martini.
Garcia hitting .308, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 12 runs batted in. Missed inside, 2-1.
Even though it's a fastball count, he still might throw a fastball here, but it's going to have some sink action going away.
Hit sharply towards second, off the glove of Lowry. Man, that looked like it hurt. Got him on the wrist. Glove is off as he was trying to walk it off.
And they might check him. That was a rocket at him. 104-mile-an-hour exit velocity off the bat. Garcia. And sound off the bat. All his teammates checking in on him. A good swing for Garcia's checking out that wrist area. Hand. A lot of times when you dive like that, gets right on that wrist, just outside of the glove. As you try to dive and react to that well-hit baseball.
There's EY. Takes downstairs, 207 batting average, 2 doubles, a home run, and 4 runs batted in. Chapman near the cut of the grass at third. Pretty good off-speed pitch from Cahill. Trevor last year splitting time with the Padres and the Royals.
David Garcia closes the game last night, first at bat, base hit. Took him 12 years to get to the major leagues, and he's made the most of it. Also has a stolen base this season.
2-1 count.
Checking off a lot of those lists into the big leagues, including pitching in the game.
Counting it up at 2-2. Both teams with 4 hits. Just the bottom of the second inning. Full count.
Cahill will throw a lot of pitches in the dirt. He has 8 wild pitches already this season. That's just a little over 76 innings pitched. Cole Calhoun waiting on deck, who doubled to lead off the game for the Angels.
Pretty good lead for RC at first base. They'll check in on him. Houston takes a 3-2 lead into the 9th inning at Minute Maid. Try to salvage the finale of that 4-game series.
Needing to score 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to take the lead. RBI single, Carlos Correa back.
There goes Garcia, and Young rips one into right field, a base hit. Francisco on his way to third. EY's on his way to second. It's a double, and the Angels have runners at second and third with 1 out.
Well, that was fun to watch EY Jr. just turn on the afterburners and get into scoring position with a double. 3rd of the season. It's a pitch in the lower part of the strike zone, an off-speed pitch, went down and got it, hooks it to right field. Garcia on the run. Here comes Eric Young Jr. turning on the afterburners, cut that angle, slides in with a double. 2 runners in scoring position. A base hit by Cole could tie the game up.
Quick meeting with Fegley and Cahill on the mound. Double that Cole hit the first inning, his 11th of the season.
It's good to see that bottom of the order coming through. Remember, against the Tigers, very, very effective the bottom part of the lineup. Giving Cole a chance right here.
Hayes will give up the run for the out. Cole takes down and in.
And allows Francisco Garcia to get a little bit bigger lead at third base to be on the contact play with Chapman well off the base. Becomes an important element with all these shifts being put on. As a base runner at third, you can get a little bit bigger lead and not worry about necessarily a back pick.
Evens up the count at a ball and a strike.
Take a look at our StatCast AI powered by AWS, where the defense is set up against Cole and where Cole has hit the ball. Most frequently, it's going to be middle to the right side of the infield, 14% the other way.
Off speed, bounce foul.
Imagine right now, especially with 2 strikes on Cole, Cahill will throw him a breaking ball. Mentioned how many wild pitches he has thrown. 8 this season, including 1 today. Garcia's got to be ready in case it gets away from Fegley behind the plate.
Ripped down the right field line, but foul just out in front.
Some traffic on the bases, Victor, already in this game. We're only in the 2nd inning.
Oh, I know. Cahill's coming off a win against the Tigers in his last start. Had 10 strikeouts in that one. The season high is 12 strikeouts. That was against the Orioles earlier this year. Has 1 today. Dealing with runners at second and third. Another 1-2. Cole fouls it back.
Cole 6 for his last 13 with runners in scoring position. Has 2 here. .462 batting average during that stretch.
Hanging tough.
Tough pitch to foul off. Ooh, Seattle tied it up. Two outs in the 9th.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ryan Healy with the home run for Seattle, tied it up at 3. Any ground ball to any infielder is going to at least get 1 run in here.
Cal remains at 2-2. Arcia with a base hit stands at third. Young with the doubles at second base. 3-1 Oakland, bottom of the second. 2-2 now. Full count.
That break the ball in the dirt. It's blocked by Fegley on that pitch from Cahill. Gets that body over, keeps it in front. Does not allow that baseball to spin away from him.
Nine pitches so far for Cole in this at bat. 10th. Bounce over to first. Olson's going to come home. Thought about it. Arcia will score. Well, it goes an RBI. 2 down now. Young at third base, and it's a 3-2 Oakland lead.
Yeah, good battle by Cole. This got the job done as far as an RBI. He'll get some high fives on a good, tough at bat, bringing in the run. And going back to Arcia, he's able to get that big lead with the shift on. Nobody be able to cover him at third base, able to score on the contact play. Cole gets some high fives as he gets back in there. That's a good, tough at bat. The Eagles just a little bit closer now, just down by 1. Justin Upton at the plate. The man on third.
Upton a fly ball to center field in the first inning. Next pitch will be the 40th thrown by Cahill so far. To a count. Nice block by Fegley.
And another pitch in the dirt. In his 2-seam fastball, which has a chance to be in the dirt, and his breaking balls, and his changeup. There's a lot of changeups. 26% of his pitches, changeups. 18 slider, 15 curve.
Back up the middle. There's a base hit. They haven't happened too often for Upton, but that's a big one to tie this one up here in the second. Justin picks up his 68th run batted in.
That swing for Justin Upton. It's our top tier play brought to you by Arco. Right back up the middle. Not trying to do a whole lot. Fastball that runs it back, middle of the plate. That knee high, right back up the middle for an RBI single. It's a 68th RBI for Justin Upton this season.
Up to the 179 average with minute scoring position. 185 when there are 2 outs comes through. With 2 outs here in the second inning, a 3-3 game. Otani at the plate. Shohei struck out against Cahill. His first inning game out. The only strikeout Cahill recorded thus far. Shift on, 3 on the right side. Chapman, the third baseman's at the shortstop position.
Cahill has allowed 8 stolen bases in 13 attempts. Does have 11 career pickoffs. Beckley's done a nice job as far as throwing out base stealers this year. 55%. He's allowed 5 stolen bases, 11 attempts against him, so he's pretty quick behind the plate. Quick on the transfer. Shohei Ohtani moving his feet a little bit more so in this first couple of bats against Cahill. Imagine going to see a lot of off-speed pitches.
Here's a 1-1. Bouncer to the right side. At the Simeon. The shortstop throws out Ohtani, and that'll do it for the Angels. The Halos tie it up. It's a 3-3 game heading to the third.
I mean, it's no secret that the Angels need their starters to get healthy and stay healthy, especially with Tyler Skaggs going back on the DL today. But Mike Scioscia gave us a couple updates this morning on Matt Shoemaker and Shohei Ohtani. Shoemaker threw a bullpen yesterday, felt great, but said he needs to still build some stamina. As for Ohtani, he's feeling great after his bullpen yesterday. And Scioscia said he will throw his next bullpen tomorrow in San Diego and will be a higher effort than Saturday. He also said there's a window when they hope he could return. But for now, for Ohtani, they are basing everything on how he feels after each workout. And Gooby, they are hopeful that he will return at the end of the season.
I think there really is a legit shot to see Shohei Ohtani pitching in a big league game here by the end of the season. Now there's going to be debate about whether that's right or wrong, but I think when you look at Shohei Ohtani going into the offseason and the Angels going into the offseason, they'd love to see him healthy and be able to pencil him in as part of the rotation next season.
But it would seem logical to find out if he is 100% healthy going to the offseason or if he needs to get cut on. Why wait till spring training to do that? So it makes sense if he can get on the mound to actually pitch in a game, and if not there in Tempe.
Yeah, because we've seen what happened this season, how many different pitchers have been used in the rotation and overall for this team. You want to know who's going to be healthy for you next season also.
Kind of helps in the offseason planning. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Davis here in the third. Olsen to follow, then Canham. Alvarez 2/3 of an inning thus far with 2 strikeouts and a hit allowed.
It's a pretty good pitch. Just a little bit off the inside part of the plate.
Full count now.
60th game of the season for Jose Alvarez. 60.
Off speed got him looking. Davis doesn't like the call. Thought that pitch was down. 1 out.
Backdoor breakable, got the call, looked like it was out of the strike zone. As a hitter, you're at the mercy of the home plate umpire because there's no way you can make contact with that pitch where it's located to start with.
Olsen takes down and in. And a single with the run score of the first inning.
That backdoor breakable is such an effective pitch if you start it off the corner. If you start it on the corner and it brings it back into the strike zone, it's going to be hit a long way. But if you have that feel to be able to throw a backdoor slider, it's a very, very good pitch.
Alvarez will easily surpass his career high of games pitched this season. Reached his 60th. It's the 12th of August. His career high is 64. He's done that 3 times last 3 seasons.
And the bullpen is going to be used a lot here the rest of the season when you look at the rotation, the way it's set up.
Which rotation? You're going to daily transaction.
Yeah, you're going to keep an eye on Jaime Barria as far as innings and pitches.
For sure.
Same thing with Felix Pena. Even Andrew Heaney, who's starting tomorrow night. We thought maybe he was going to pitch today. Give him an extra day rest.
Maybe things changed September 1st with call-ups as Olsen fouls it off. Count still at 2-2.
Certainly some intriguing arms at AAA. See if that's the case. Griffin Canning, Suarez, both big-time prospects. Whether they come up or not remains to be seen. Those two have a chance to be very, very good in the major league level somewhere down the road.
Full count.
Imagine it could be the last batter here for Alvarez.
Only at 21 pitches. .22 now. Johnson ready to go. Out towards center. Playable for Young.
Love to hear the oohs and ahs in the crowd when the baseball is hit hard. That was hit hard, but right at Eli Jr. center field.
Alvarez down. Jim Johnson coming out of relief. Fun pack for only $44. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 soft drinks. For more info on that family fun pack presented by Coca-Cola, go to angels.com/funpack. Tim Johnson on for the 45th time this season. 4-2 mark at a 3.18 ERA. He comes on with bases cleared, 2 outs. Mark Canha will be the batter. Hit by a pitch in the first inning. The 3rd inning. This is the 3rd pitcher used in the bullpen game. The ball is 2 strikes.
Another real good outing for Jose Alvarez today.
Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Full count. Reaching forward, punching it to right field. Cole racing over, makes the running catch. Canha retired. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Angels. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd, tied at 3. Hill back out on the bump. He has 1 strikeout, 6 hits allowed. And here in the 3rd inning, he's going to face Pujols, Fernandez, and Fletcher. Albert with a base hit and an RBI in the 1st inning. Being told that Andrew Simmons scratched from the lineup today due to left knee soreness. He's listed, as we all are,
Day to day?
Day to day. That's out toward left field. Didn't square it up. Martini comes in, backs up. 1 out.
So far in this game, Trevor Cahill has given up 6 hits. 5 have been off his fastball. Talked about the batting average, the difference between his fastball and his secondary pitches. 252 versus fastball coming in, 189 versus his secondary pitches. Although all of his home runs against him this year have been on his secondary pitches. So he will give up his fair share of base hits on his fastball, but generally it's going to be on the ground or on the line, but it's going to be in the ballpark.
Jose Miguel Fernandez, third baseman this afternoon, had a single in his first at bat. One ball, one strike. Two and two. Just got a piece of it. Good breaking ball from Cahill. Mariners completed the sweep of the Houston Astros today. 4-game sweep.
Pretty impressive, especially coming back after giving up the lead in the bottom of the 8th inning, tie it up in the 9th, and win it in the 10th.
A liner to Lowry with the shift on. 2 outs.
Always talk about how difficult it is to repeat, especially when you're dealing with some significant injuries now like the Astros are.
Fletcher, a fielder's choice. 0 for 1. Astros lead now 3 games in the West. Depending on the outcome of this one with Oakland. Started the day at 3.5 back. They pick up the half game with the Astros losing. Seattle now 4 back. And there's a 2-out walk. First walk issued by Cahill. It'll bring up Coward.
Fletcher with 1 stolen base on the season, especially 2 outs, you might want to be willing to take a shot at stealing a base. Oakland thinking the same thing. A lot of all-speed pitches thrown for KO. You're more susceptible to a stolen base against them.
Caleb hooks one down the right field line, not very deep. This got a chance to fall fair, and it doesn't. It just goes foul. Would have been a perfectly placed double. Pinder had a long way to go. 0-1 count. Caleb lined one out to Martini in left field, leading off the second. Actually, the Oakland pen. Cahill's at 60 pitches right now. Former Angel getting ready, Gregorio Petit. Yeah, I think I may have just called him Gregorio Petit. He was an infielder.
He was also a former Angel also.
Yeah. Yusmero Petit. Yeah, I said it. I'm looking at him. What doesn't look like Gregorio.
No. But you still kept it in the Angel family, though. So.
Yeah. Well, and the Petit family as well.
Yes.
Small family that it is. Down goes Coward. The third is in the books. We're off to the fourth. We're tied at 3. The Astros on Friday, August 24th. Fans in attendance will receive an 80s replica jersey courtesy of Pechanga Resort and Casino while supplies last. For more information, go to angels.com. Chip Johnson got the final out of the third. Starts off the fourth, delivering a strike on Marcus Semien. Bottom third of the order. Pinder to follow, then Fegley. Marcus with an RBI single in his first at bat. One ball, 2 strikes. Into the dugout, and this time it stays in the dugout. toward the hole. Fletcher has it, off balance throw. Not going to get him. Surprised Albert came off the bag as quickly as he did.
2 base hits in the hole already today for Marcus Semien after a 2 home run game performance last night. What a play by Fletcher. Pretty accurate throw, Albert. Sensing Semien's going to beat that one out. Semien end up with his 2nd hit of the game.
Leadoff single. Chad Pinder at the plate now. Bunt on the third base side. Johnson off balance throw. Sacrifice advances Semien into scoring position. 1 out. Just the 6th sacrifice for the A's this year.
They don't sacrifice bunt a whole lot. Johnson gets to that baseball. He's the only one that's going to be able to make a play on that one. High throw, but Albert able to keep his foot on the base.
Breaking ball hits Fagley. 3rd hit batter for Oakland today. Top of the order now coming up, and Nick Martini.
It's a breaking ball. This kind of turns his body to let that one hit off the tricep area. And as long as you're not leaning out over the plate, you don't have to get out of the way of a pitch inside.
Movement once again in the Angels' pen. Nobody loosening as of yet. Martini 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Takes upstairs. Two balls, no strikes. Semien at second base, Fagley at first. Three 0. Johnson's only thrown 17 pitches so far. Hansel Robles loosening down. Three 1. Full count now. Matt Chapman's on deck. Been on board twice with a hit by pitch and a single.
Martini has not rolled into a double play yet this season. See by that swing, he's trying to lift the ball in the air.
Another payoff. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Samuel will come in to score. Begley's on his way to third. Oakland's back on top 4-3.
Inside part of the plate, brought his hands in and hits that one hard back through the middle. Pick up an RBI single.
Martini picks up his 9th run batted in. Here's Chapman. Takes a strike. Chapman hit by a pitch in the first inning and scored one of the 3 runs Oakland dropped on the Angels. Taylor Cole. 0-2 now. Oh-2. Breaking ball out toward left field. Upton's got to go back on it. Regardless, it'll be deep enough to score Fegley. 2-run lead for Oakland now. It's 5-3. Sack fly for Chapman. Picks up his 41st run batted in.
He continues to have a big series here at home. How about Chapman?
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Surprised he went to the breaking ball there. Especially with 1 out when you're looking for a double play ball. Credit Chapman for getting the pitch and getting his job done.
Yeah, he was looking to get a pitch that he could hit in the air, and the best chance to do that would be a curveball because it's going to break down and give you a chance to create that launch angle to hit that ball in the air as compared to a hard sinker. You had a better chance of getting a ground ball.
Lowry trying to leave the yard. Comes up empty. It's 0-1 count. Double on a run score to the first. Struck out in the second. What? 6 hits for both teams now. Oakland 3 for 4 with men in scoring position. The Angels 2 for 6. Chris Davis on deck. Here comes the 1-1. Lowry lifts it foul. 1-2. Lowry rips one out to right field. 7-3 Oakland.
His 18th home run this season.
Four runs here in the 4th inning against Jim Johnson, and that's going to do it for the Angels right-hander. Unable to get through this inning unscathed, and the inning continues now with Robles coming on to relief. And we've got ourselves a pitching change on a bullpen day. All Oakland so far.
run. Take a look at We Make It Easy, brought to you by SoCal Toyota. He got that fastball in his zone. 18th home run of the season. That was his 99th career home run earlier in the game. Picked up his 1,000th career hit. Big game here for Jay Lowry with that 2-run home run.
Hansel Robles on a relief. Bases clear, 2 outs. They'll be facing Chris Davis. 7-3. Oakland leads it. All 4 runs charged to Johnson. Ends up going to 1 inning. Davis a sac fly in the first, struck out looking against Alvarez in the 3rd inning. Robles last night, inning and 2/3, 22 pitches. Davis launches one out toward left center field. Upton's not going to get there. This one hops the fence. Upton fires it back in. Davis into second with a 2-out double. 22nd double of the season.
So strong. Picked up a sac fly at his first at bat. Struck out his second, looking on a pitch. It might have been out of the strike zone. Slider. Baseball just jumped off his bat. Exit velocity 104 miles per hour. It's through the baseball, real short, strong, good power to all fields. Lines out in the left center field for a double. 22nd double to go along with his 34 home runs.
Olsen fouls it at the plate. A's first baseman 1 for 2. Singled and scored the first, and a fly ball to center in the 3rd inning. Robles, the 4th pitcher. Taylor Cole got the start. Inning in the 3rd. Alvarez an inning in the 3rd. Johnson 1. Now Robles. No balls, 2 strikes. They'll get him to chase that slider down and in to end this 4th inning. 4 runs in, and Oakland's on top 7-3.
Got a chance to pitch. It's the 5th, I should say the 4th position player to pitch in the last 50 seasons for the Angels, according to Donnie Hill was amongst those. Chili Davis. And last night, Garcia. Off speed. The soft little ground ball to short. Another little slow breaking ball at 68 miles an hour. Gets a pop-up. And finishes off his performance. His 66-mile-an-hour breaking ball. A lot of curveballs and sliders to get a shutout inning for Francisco Garcia, who's done it all so far in his rookie campaign.
8-9-1 for the Angels here in the fourth. Kind of went a little Juan Berenguer there. Senor Smoke with the
I like that. Good call.
hand raised. Garcia with a base hit and a run scored. Rips it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cahill 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 6 hits allowed. This is just the bottom of the 4th inning. Count remains at 1-2. Ground ball back to the mound. Cahill's got it. 1 away.
Yeah, when you're a sinker ball pitcher, you're going to get a lot of ground ball action back at you. He was able to field that one. Need base runners. Not a bad time to drag bunt down the first base line if you want for Eric Young Jr. Matt Olson playing deep at first.
Shooting this one out toward left center field. Canna's there. 2 outs. Top the order now. Cole. Cole a double and a run score to the first inning, an RBI ground down in the second, picking up his 47th run batted in. Cal leave it up at 1-1. Seattle won today over Houston, finishing off the sweep. Texas lost the Yankees. Oakland leading this one 7-3. 1-2 now at Calhoun.
Marcus Semien playing over in that outfield and right field, moved over from shortstop position on the shift. Cole, that last at bat, a tough long at bat, eventually a ground ball out, but it resulted in an RBI.
Cahill wanted that pitch, full count. Upton on deck. That's out towards center field, chasing Canna back. And just shy of the track will haul it in a 1-2-3 inning for Cahill, his first of the afternoon. We're off to the fifth.
By T-Mobile, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He has been swinging the bat exceptionally well. 4 straight games with a home run, as his dad just recently inducted in the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. Had the big weekend here also on Friday night, tying it all together. Vlad and Vlad Jr. both very special players. Vlad Jr. is going to be a tremendous major leaguer himself. His dad, a Hall of Famer.
A couple of guys that played in the big leagues have sons in the Blue Jays organization. There's a Biggio, there's a Bichette, Guerrero.
And all doing very well.
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to see them all up in the big leagues with Toronto.
I want to say there's a Clemens as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's a position player.
Canna, Simeon, Pinder, 6, 7, and 8 here in the 5th inning. Out to right, playable for Cole. One away. Marcus Semien with a couple infield base hits, so he's 2 for 2. RBI and a run scored. He rips one out to left field. Upton racing back, pulls up. This is off the top of the wall. Barehands it, fires it in. Semien racing to second. He's in there with a double. 3rd hit of the ball game. Another thing that kept that baseball in the yard, the fact that it had top spin, lob spin on it.
3 hits last night, including 2 home runs and a double. 3 hits this afternoon, 2 singles and a double for Semien. Just stayed in the ballpark just below that padding at the top. Six for 8 in his last 2 games for Semien.
Pinder 0 for 1 and a sacrifice bunt his last time up. mistake pitch there. Robles very fortunate that ball just fouled back. 1-2. Two. Double for Semien, his 27th. Down the line, that's a fair ball. Albert never even broke for it. And Semien will come in to score. It's 8-3. Right over the base. That ball had a lot of spin on it. Got jammed. Pinder picks up his 24th run batted in.
Looked like it was starting foul, then came back and right over the base. Seven different batter today for Oakland with an RBI.
Eight 3 now, A's, and here's Fegley. Strikeout and a hit by pitch. One ball and strike. Oakland last night with 14 hits. They've picked up 10 so far, with one out here, the 5th. To 1.
Evens the count up at 2.
Only easy inning for the Angels was the 3rd. Alvarez retired the first 2, then Johnson came in and got the final out. 3 in the first, 4 in the 4th, 1 so far here in the 5th inning for the Athletics. 2-2. Called strike 3. Down goes Fegley, 2 outs.
Didn't like the call. Upper part of the strike zone looked like. Runs back. 96.
Martini, a 1 for 3 game, had an RBI single against Jim Johnson in the 4th. Out toward left center field, falls in there for a base hit. Heading to third base is Pinder. Two-hit game now for Martini. Now you've got to deal with Chapman. 1 for 1, hit by a pitch and a sac fly. He's also hit a single.
Boy, Colorado with another walk-off against the Dodgers in Colorado on a walk.
So they literally walked off. Two and one. RBI for Chapman in the 4th inning, his 41st of the year. Eduardo Paredes getting ready for the Angels, called up today in place of Tyler Skaggs on the DL for the 4th time this year. 3-1.
Let's check it out. Those races in the National League, they're incredibly close. Phillies up by a game over Atlanta. Cubs up 2 games over Milwaukee. Dodgers leading that division by a game over the Dodgers, game and a half over the Rockies.
Chapman didn't like that call, thought it was off the plate. Full count now. Chapman strikes out. Certainly still not happy about that second strike call. Slams the bat and the helmet. 1 run in. It's 8-3 A's. Telecast is presented by Authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Cahill back out on the bump. Upton, Ohtani, and Pujols for the Angels here in their half of the 5th. Upton gets hit by a pitch.
The 3 Oakland A's have been hitting this game, but One of those times where you're not going to throw in and try to hit somebody, especially when you're leading by 5 to start an inning. Looks like it was going to try to be a cutter. It got around the pitch. Ends up running in on up that hits him in the shoulder area.
Action in the Oakland pen. Ohtani's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. No balls, 2 strikes. 8 runs, 11 hits, 6 left on for the A's. 3 runs, 6 hits, 4 left on for the Angels. Cahill has his first 1-2-3 inning last inning. Ground out, 2 fly ball outs. Upton's on the move, breaking ball in the dirt. Justin picks up the stolen base.
The 6th of the season in scoring position now for Shohei Ohtani. Big jump and the right pitch to go on, anticipating a break a ball, especially 0-2 count.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Pujols on deck.
Pretty good job of just fighting that one off.
Three-two. Shohei strikes out, 1 away. Back to the off-speed pitch.
He was going to see a lot of those today against Cahill. Moving his feet a little bit more so, especially on the break a ball from Cahill today.
Albert pulls one to third base. Chapman's got it. 2 down. Stay tuned during the 7th inning stretch for the Nissan Game Break with Patrick O'Neill and Jose Mota. Fernandez 1 for 2, getting to start at third base today. Simmons was scratched with knee soreness. At the off-speed pitch, cuts through it. That's ripped into the right field corner. That is a fair ball. Upton will come in to score. Fernandez on his way to second. 8-4 Oakland. Fernandez picks up his 4th RBI, 3rd double of the season.
First RBI since an RBI against Oakland June 16th. And with 2 outs in the 5th, Bob Melvin going to the bullpen.
Bob Melvin doesn't care about the W's for a starting pitcher. He wants a W for his team, especially with the Astros having lost today. Pitching change for Oakland. Halos down 8-4.
Southern California Toyota dealers. By City National Bank, a proud sponsor of Angels baseball. And by the 2018 Subaru Forester, a whole lot to love.
Yusmeiro Petit on a relief of Trevor Cahill with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. And a man at second base, David Fletcher, will come to the plate. Pitching change brought to you by Purple Bricks. Petit on for the 55th time, 5-2 with a 3.14 ERA. David, a fielder's choice at a walk. There's the 1-1. 1-2.
Pretty good pitch to drive there.
There's the 1-2. Foul tipped into the bit. The Angels are done here. They add a run. But to the 6th inning, it's 8-4 Athletic.
Let's go back to last night. What a play. First of all, by Ramon Laureano to be able to get that baseball and catch it in the air, and then a perfect throw. The arc on the throw, and then right on the money to double up. EY Jr. at first base, 321-foot throw all the way in the air by Laureano to get a double play. There he is. What a play that was last night. Everybody has been talking about that since last night into today. What a throw.
Eduardo Paredes takes over on the mound for the Angels here to start the 6th inning.
First player in the last 25 years to be called up from the minors 10 times in a season. I remember playing with Bill Bakota with Kansas City. He was back and forth quite a bit from Omaha to Kansas City.
Just his 14th game facing Lowry, Davis, and Olsen here in the 6th. Falls behind at 2 balls and no strikes. Lowry 2 for 3 with a double, 2-run home run, a strikeout. Three and 0. .28 games at AAA for Paredes, 2-0 and a 3.41 ERA with 5 saves. And a 4-pitch walk to start the 6th. Odds are if he pitches a couple of innings here, he might be back on the shuttle, because you're going to need some arms for tomorrow night. Going to the National League ballpark. 3-game series against the Padres.
And no DH in that one.
That's a Robles, an inning and a third, 1 run, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts. And now Davis gets hit by a pitch. 4th batter. That's the like an off-speed pitch. So the first 2 have reached for Oakland to start the 6th inning.
You can see anytime you see a pitcher dropping that elbow and trying to throw a breaking ball, ends up spinning back again. Hitting Davis.
Lowry at second, Davis at first. Olsen 1 for 3 today. Olsen chases. 1 down.
Backdoor breakable fades away from Olsen. A swing and miss, 2nd consecutive at bat for a strikeout for Olsen.
Gano for 2, a fly ball to right twice, and 1 hit by pitch 1-1 now. 2-1. Leadoff walk, then a hit by pitch. Putting 2 men on. Ground ball to third. Should be 2. Hernandez. Coward to first. In time. 5-4-3. Round the horn double. Play will head to the bottom of the 6th inning with Oakland on top 8-4. Of the 6th inning, 8-4 Oakland. The team came on and struck out Fletcher to finish off the 5th inning. It will be the bottom third of the order coming up for the Angels. Here in Coward, Garcia, and Young. Caleb's 0 for 2 today with a fly ball to left and a strikeout. Oakland with 11 hits, the Angels with 7. Howard takes a big hack, fouls it back, got an off-speed pitch right over the heart of the plate. 0-1 count. Starting second baseman this afternoon. The lineup shifting around after Simmons had to be scratched. 1-1. Coward skying one on the left side of the infield. Chapman and Simeon. Chapman makes the catch. 1 out.
Back to my Hyundai key for this game. Talk about some warm afternoon. Carry on my wayward son, trying to get some carry on to the baseball after being behind 3-0 in the top. The first tied it up, but Oakland using that carry to be able to take this lead back. Now leading 8-4 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Francisco, starting catcher this afternoon, 1 for 2. Singleton scored the second and to come back into the mound of the 4th. Skies one high deep to right field. Pinder back at the wall, gone. Big fly for Francisco Arcia, and the Angels deficit is now 3.
You say about carry on? Carry that one out of the ballpark. What a story. Francisco Arcia. base hit, scored a run in his first at bat, homers in his third at bat. What a great story he has been with that Angel uniform on after 12 years to finally get a chance to play in the big leagues. Jumps on this pitch, drives it out. Third home run, 13th RBI the season for Arcia.
There's Eric Young Jr. He'll take a strike. EY with the double and a fly ball to center. It's the 10th home run that Yusmeiro has allowed this year.
Pretty good start of a career. Home starts, 4 career home starts, 9 for 16, 13 RBI with 3 home runs.
Eight 5 Oakland. Bottom of the 6th inning. Just below the knees. That's 1-2.
Alfredo Griffin with the hands. And then the throw to complete the out.
Young strikes out. 2 down.
Melvin going back down to the bullpen.
Pitching change here in the bottom of the 6th inning with a run in. It's 8-5 Oakland. Bottom of the 6th inning. 8-5 A's. Second appearance of the series for Buckner. 34th game overall. 2-0 to 3.51 ERA. 25+ innings. 29 strikeouts, 11 walks, and he's on to face Cole Calhoun. The base is clear. 2 outs. Cole 1 for 3 today, doubled and scored back in the first inning. Picked up an RBI via the ground down in the second.
4 for 5 against Buckner so far in his career for Cole Calhoun. Buckner fastball 90-94 with a curveball and a slider.
One ball, one strike. Simeon shading Cole up the middle. Here's Buckner's 1-1. 1-2. Pretty good life at 93.
That's a good swing right there. Very hittable pitch. 1-2 count.
Buckner now ready. Here comes the 1-2. Just getting a run here in the 6th inning on the Arcia home run. 397 feet, the estimated distance.
Still pretty amazing when you go back to his last, well, less than 24 hours for Francisco Arcia. Pitched in the major leagues behind the plate this afternoon with a single and a home run.
Here's the payoff pitch. Cole takes downstairs, works the walk. Upton coming to the plate. Bob Melvin going back out. But Buckner unable to get the job done. And another pitching change. 8-5 Oakland.
Angels down 8-5 to Oakland. Bottom of the 6th inning, 1 out, 1 on, 2 outs. Take a look at our game break. Mentioned in that game in Houston. Mitch Haniger, what a season he has had as far as driving in runs. The man on first doubles to left field. The go-ahead run as B. Gordon scores as Seattle completes a 4-game sweep of the Astros. Big base hit, double by Mitch Haniger, scoring B. Gordon. Came back and won that one.
Lou Trevino comes on for the second time in this series. This will be his 48th appearance, 8-2 with a 1.58 ERA. And he does so with Cole standing at first base. 2 outs here in the 6th inning, and Upton at the plate. Justin 1 for 2. RBI single in the 2nd, hit by a pitch, stole a base, and scored in the 5th.
Yeah, firm fastball from Trevino. He's 96 to 100. He'll throw a cut fastball, curveball, and a changeup. Pretty good pitch at 98. Go back to Friday, this matchup. And Justin Upton didn't miss that mistake. Out over the plate. 2-run home run for J.Up. Trying to do the same here. Bring the Angels closer, down 8-5. He was trying.
Lays off the breaking ball, did not go.
It's a tough slider, good take.
RBI that up, picked up in the 2nd, his 68th of the year. Full count.
So on base, you get a chance to bring that tying run to the plate and Shohei Ohtani.
There goes Cole, 3-2. Threw him a breaking ball. Upton spoils it. Pretty good pitch, too. Cole takes off again. Upton once again fouls it off.
Throughout this season, about 50-50 as far as what pitch will throw. 3-2. You throw his cut fastball or fastball. His cut fastball on that one.
Cole getting a good workout between first and second. He'll take off once again. And a walk.
Bring that tying run to the plate. Another visit to the mound now, but not a pitching change, though. Scott Emerson, pitching coach, quick visit. We've seen Shohei Ohtani hit a firm fastball a long way. Remember Luis Severino, a 98-mile-an-hour fastball inside, hit it out here at the Big A. Also, mid-90s fastball against Corey Kluber to dead center field.
Shohei this afternoon 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First one on the way. Foul off.
He was looking to jump on that first pitch fastball. A little late on it, though. It's Clevenger in Cleveland. 96-mile-an-hour fastball hit out to left center field. Followed up with a home run to right center field, 95.
A 1. Sails over the head of Fegley. Both runners will advance. Look like a cross-up. Calhoun to third. Upton now to second. Now will they pitch to Ohtani?
He's looking, obviously, he's looking break a ball. Count that as a visit to the mound. Sometimes when a cross up like that, they don't count that, but they will count that as a visit. Now even a base hit brings you closer.
Nice job by Trevino, just calmly stepping off.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll catch a pitcher like that and he'll start being quick to the plate.
Chapman way off the bag at third. Here's the 1-1. 1-2.
Cole going under control, steps off. If you step off before, if you take the baseball out of the glove before stepping off, that'll be a balk. Under control, steps off, and then takes the baseball out of the glove.
So Chapman over at the shortstop position. Cole about halfway between third and home, and why not? Now Chapman's moving back over.
But is that a distraction for Shohei Ohtani? Out of the corner of your eye, you're seeing a base runner that close to you.
One, two. Shohei strikes down on a fastball upstairs. The Angels leave 2 base runners on. We'll head to the 7th, 8-5. Oakland leads it.
Let's go back by pitch to Shohei Ohtani from Trevino. Starts him off. Fastball lower part of the strike zone. That's his spot in a high fastball overthrown wild pitch and a cut fastball inside part of the plate. Followed by another fastball at 98, then runs that fastball upstairs, upper part of the strike zone. 98-mile-an-hour fastball getting by Shohei Ohtani for the strikeout. A big strikeout for Oakland.
Eduardo Paredes back out for his second inning of work. Simeon, Pinder, and Fegley. Marcus Simeon, a 3-hit performance today, 2 singles and a double, 1 RBI. Paredes walked the first man, hit the second man, but then got a strikeout and a double play ball, so no damage for Oakland. The 6th. That's it for a strike, 1-1. Two one. Fell off the mask. 2-2. Wins. Two. Reaching forward, pops it up on the first base side. Out of play. Back-to-back games, 3 hits for Simeon. Then a leadoff spot last night, hitting 7th today.
He had 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 2 singles in his last 2 games.
Got him with the off-speed pitch. 1 down. Brings up Chad Pinder, the right fielder. He's 1 for 2. Oh, 1. Pinder shoots one out to right field. Cole racing back and near the wall, leaps up and he makes the catch.
And controlled the baseball as he hit into the wall. He went from a little bit of a higher wall to the short wall, still held on to it. Some carry to it. Pinder very strong himself. What a play. Cole goes back to the wall. See that corner and then runs in that short wall, is able to control the baseball. Young fan thought he might have that baseball, but he loved the play.
Two outs for Josh Fegley, the catcher. Angels have left-hander Williams Jerez getting ready. Pitch last night. Ground ball to the right side. Pujols has it to the backhand. Paredes covering in the 1-2-3 7th inning for Paredes. Halos down by the score of 8-5. Stretch time here at the Big A, and the Halos will have Pujols, Fernandez, and Fletcher coming up. Time now for the Nissan Game Break with Patrick O'Neill and Jose Moto.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for that. Well, at least the Angels gave themselves an opportunity in that last inning, getting the tying run to the plate. Jose, though, Justin Upton really has been locked in of late.
He has been, and it goes back to one thing, trusting those hands, getting some strikes. A little bit last at bat here today. Also one where you work that walk, able to go out there and see the ball better and find out good pitches. This is pretty much an example right here. Going right through the box, hitting another RBI. E-White comes in, but overall it's been about the big inning. Jet Lowry, first half of the season, first 2 months was an all-star. He pretty much is a seal on it here for the A's against Jim Johnson, and the Angels bounce back. How about Arcia? Continues to be a great story against former Angel Yusmeiro Petit, but at this point not enough because of those 2 big innings.
Arcia in his first 4 home starts, an MLB record, adding to it 13 RBI. Incredible, really.
He has been having a great time and producing at the same time.
All right, this has been the Nissan Game Break. We'll get back inside for the conclusion of this game in a minute, but first, here's a word from Nissan.
Get your next game day experience with the MLB Ballpark app. Access and manage your tickets. Enjoy check-in offers, exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Fernando Rodney comes on in relief. This will be his second appearance of the series, thus the second appearance since joining the Athletics after being traded from Minnesota. Pujols, Jose Miguel Fernandez, and David Fletcher coming up for the Angels in their half of the 7th inning. Trevino ends up going a third of an inning, walking a man and picking up a big strike out of Ohtani.
Yeah, that was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball to get a swing and miss against Shohei. Speaking of pretty firm fastballs, still Fernando Rodney, 93 to 97 range, a plus changeup and slider.
Albert today 1 for 3, had an RBI single back in the first inning. Rodney falls behind here 2-0. It's
one thing about Fernando Rodney, he will always make it interesting. Command can be an issue for him.
Strike, 3-1. Albert bounces this one towards short. Simeon's got it. One down. Fernandez with a couple of hits today, a single and an RBI double. Doubled his third, the RBI is fourth. Two-0.
Back-to-back batters, 2-0.
Overall, 3-2 with a 3.02 ERA, 47 games, 25 saves. 2-1. So it looks like Perez will come on for the 8th inning. Paredes going 2 today. It's that changeup. 2-2.
I would be shocked if you didn't see another changeup.
Full count.
Sounds like we have an umpire in the stands pretty close to us.
Sounds like a huge Fernando Rodney fan.
Oh, yes.
Here's a 3-2.
There it was, the changeup, the pitch before through a fastball.
This one out to right. Pinder. Oh, that sunshine makes the catch. 2 down. David Fletcher coming to the plate.
Oakland has pitched Fletcher pretty well in this series. It's 2 for 10.
Drew a walk back in the 3rd inning. Fletcher fouls it off. Oh, 2. Fletcher pulls one over the head of Chapman into the corner. Over to cut it off is Martini. David's on his way to second with a 2-out double. That's his 10th of the season.
Good to see that from Fletcher, able to bring his hands inside and line that to the corner. Double figures now in doubles on the season. In scoring position. Caleb Coward as he tried to get closer in this game. It's a real good swing, staying back on that one and lining it over Chapman's head down in the corner. Contact hitter.
Wild pitch. Fletcher moving to third base.
Overthrew that one. Off the glove of Fegley. That's a pretty cool view.
One no count on Caleb. 0 for 3. Overthrown fastball dug out by Fegley. 2-0.
Garcia on the deck.
Good rip in the 2-0 fastball. 2-1.
Yeah, 2-0, you're trying to drive a ball out of the ballpark. Now you change your approach, think in terms of a single, get a run in, get closer.
Three 3-1 count. Fletcher standing at third base. Halos 3 for 11 this afternoon with men in scoring position. Here's the 3-2. And Coward strikes out, so make that 3 for 12 as they leave a man at third base. We're off to the 8th inning. It's 8-5 Oakland. For the Halos, Williams Jerez pitching for the second straight game. Stay tuned for Angels Live postgame show presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Jerez replaces Paredes, who went 2 innings, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit batter for Eduardo, but no runs allowed. Jerez will face the top of the order in Martini, Chapman, and Lowry. Last night he ended up going 1 inning, Got a strikeout and a walk. Sixth pitcher for the Angels today. Taylor Cole got the start, went an inning and a third. Alvarez an inning and a third. Johnson 1 inning. Robles an inning and a third. And then Paredes with his 2. Ramon Laureano will pinch hit for Nick Martini.
What a play last night, that double play. He turned in the throw to first base.
Laureano went 0 for 4 at the plate last night. Two balls, one strike. Chapman, then Lowry for Oakland.
Two. Fastball under control there. 96.
Two. Bouncer foul. Laureano's got good speed. Trying to hit soft like that, that'll be trouble. Here's the 2-2 again. Laureano went around on it. Narcia will have to throw down the first to complete the strikeout. One away. Here's Chapman. 1 for 2 with single, strikeout, sac fly, hit by pitch. Oh, 2. Kind of an odd way of catching that ball for Arcia. Remember, Raz just 3 games into his Angels career. And these guys haven't seen him as of yet or caught him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. 8 runs, 11 hits, 7 left on for Oakland. 5 runs, 9 hits, 8 left on for the Angels. Three-two. Chapman chases. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jerez. 2 outs.
Good follow through in that one. Breaking ball out in front. A very impressive arm, just trying to get him to stay under control as far as his mechanics, get that arm slide to be at the exact same spot on all his pitches.
Lowry looks at a strike. He's had a 2-for-3 game with a double, home run, and a walk. A couple of RBIs. One and two. Davis on deck. 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Whereas with a little bit of that David Price recoil.
Exactly. David Price's last game out, double figures in strikeouts for the Red Sox against Baltimore.
Down goes Lowry as Jerez strikes out the side. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Angels down by 3. Oakland leads it. Juris Familia takes over for Fernando Rondi. So the A's picked up the closer for the Minnesota Twins, closer for the New York Mets, to eventually lead to their everyday guy in Blake Trinan. Picked up on July 21st. And Familia so far with Oakland has been perfect. 3-0, no ERA, 10 innings. 5 hits, 12 strikeouts, and 2 walks. And opponents have hit just 143 against the big right-hander. Mariano stays in the game. He's in center field. Arcana moves over to left.
Really good fastball. It's running action too on a 93-98 slider and splitter.
One-0 count on Francisco Arcia. 8-9-1 for the Angels. Arcia, Young, and Calhoun. Cisco 2 for 3 with a single and a home run.
He's in 143 against Familia since he's jumped over to the American League.
123 career saves, 51 saves. His all-star season in 2016 for the Mets. Prior to that, 43 saves, 2015. 1-1. 1-2.
Was it not Familia that time when he tried to quick pitch Gordon against the Royals in the World Series? He was ahead of the count. I think he had 2 strikes on him and he homered off him. Ended up winning that series in 5 games. Kansas City against the New York Mets.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Familia, the 6th pitcher used by Bob Melvin. Cahill went forward 2/3, and Petit, Buckner, Trevino, Rodney to Familia. More than likely we'll see Trinan. Fouled that one back.
Go back to the 6th inning for Garcia. He's getting that foot down. He has that unusual leg kick, get the foot down and clears the hips. He's able to get that barrel of the bat out in front of the plate and hit that one a long way to right field. 3rd home run. Season and career. 4th home start. Really crushed the ball in his ballpark. A little different as far as that leg kick. He started doing that during the season in AAA.
Chases a fastball away, 1 out.
Runs that pitch upper part of the strike zone. Very difficult to make contact. All he's trying to do is fight that one off.
Eric Young Jr., starting center fielder, 1 for 3 with a double.
Good slider.
Here's the 1-1. 2-1. Top of the order and Cole on deck.
Eli Jr. could sit on a fastball about 70% of the time. Familia will throw a fastball here in this count.
Ground ball towards second. Lowry's over. 2 down. Cole on board twice with a double and a walk. Picked up an RBI with the ground down into second. 0-1 count. Ball with a strike.
A completely different bullpen than what we saw earlier in the season with the Oakland A's. Pretty deep back end of the bullpen.
What a two.
Right into the dugout.
One ball, two strikes, two outs. We're at the bottom of the 8th inning. 8-5 Oakland. Count remains at 1-2. Cole's taking really good hacks at the plate. Two balls, two strikes. Upton's on deck. Full count.
Upton on deck, who's 2 for 6 in his career versus Familia, including a home run.
Blake Parker's going to work the 9th. It appears. Familia's 3-2. Cole works the 2-out walk.
Second walk of the game for Calhoun. Also a double in the first inning. Scored a run. Imagine Upton's going to be looking first pitch fastball and he's going to be ready to attack it.
1 for 2 game. Hit by pitch, a walk and a single. 1 RBI. That's ripped down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Into the corner she goes. Cole racing around to third base. He'll be stopped right there. A double for Upton. His second hit. And Shohei Ohtani comes up representing the tying run here in the 8th.
And he was ready. He got that first pitch and he lines it into the corner. 15th double. Continues his hot streak. A sinker, two-seam fastball. He hooked it right down the line. Shohei, another opportunity with 2 runners in scoring position. It's like his last at bat after that double by Justin Upton.
The last at bat resulting in a strikeout against Trevino. Show 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts this afternoon. Three infielders on the right side. First one from Juris. This is line to left center field. That'll fall in there for a base hit. 2 runs coming home. It's a 1-run game. 8-7 Oakland. Shohei Ohtani picks up RBIs number 33 and 34.
Let's see him use that big part of the field the other way for Shohei Ohtani. And as normal, a close game once again between Oakland and the Angels. From a slider, he stayed back on it well. Inside out approach, lines at the left center field, picks up 2 RBI and 34 RBI on the season.
All starting with a 2-out walk by Calhoun. Albert 1 for 4, single back in the first inning. Wonder if Shohei's on the move.
A quick look over there. You know, you see where Shohei's lead is, 11-foot lead around or so right now.
Time called at the last second by Albert. Eight-7 Athletics. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. They shift Pujols this time. 3 on the left side. Albert chasing that slider. 0-2.
In his career has allowed 31 stolen bases in 36 attempts, so you can steal on this. Might be the count to go. Anticipating a break of ball. 0-2.
Fastball, ground ball over to third. Chapman's got him. He'll go across the diamond. And then he comes to it down as the Angels get 2. We'll head to the 9th inning. It's 8-7 Oakland. At 1-2-3-8 with 3 strikeouts. Blake last pitched on Friday. And 1/3 of an inning, faced 1 batter. Picked up the save. Chris Davis, Matt Olson, Mark Canada due up for the Athletics here in the ninth.
All of a sudden we have a game here now with that 2-out, 2-run single by Shohei Ohtani. Nice swing by Justin Upton just in front of him. And a good long at bat once again by Cole to work the walk.
Chris Davis takes outside. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout, sac fly, and a hit by pitch. What a one.
Six Angels with an RBI today, 7 Oakland A's with an RBI. Upstairs with a fastball that's tried to make contact and hit that one in the right field.
To put it in perspective, a lot of batters have come to the plate to face a lot of pitchers in this game. It's lasted a very long time. So plenty of opportunities on both sides as Davis goes down for round number 1.
Second time Davis has struck out today. Once looking, that one swinging. Splitter. A good one from Parker. It's the 15th strikeout today for the Angels bullpen game against Oakland.
Olson has 2 of those strikeouts. He's 1 for 4. Cuts through the first one. The Angels in the bottom of the 9th inning have Fernandez, Fletcher, and Cowart due up. Blake Trinan will be the guy that comes in and try to close it out for Oakland. Upstairs, 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Mark Canada, the man on deck. Here's the 2-2. Foul back.
Out in front of that splitter.
Parker ready, the 2-2 again. Oh, this is way outside. 3-2 on the way. Lifted foul.
Olsen is 2 for 2 in his career versus Parker with a home run. So he's trying to stay away from him, trying to get him to swing in a non-strike.
Foul back. Good little battle here. Davis went down swinging. Olsen lines one out to right center field. It'll stay in the ballpark. One hopping the fence. Cole fires it back in and makes it interesting. It's a double for Olsen.
Now 3 for 3 in his career versus Parker. With a double and a home run. That pitch exactly where he was looking for that entire at bat. Pitch middle of the plate. And he squared that one off very well. Cole got that in quickly. Kind of a close play at second. 109 miles an hour exit velocity off the bat on that one from Olsen.
Mark Canna's 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch. Shadow creeping up toward the home plate area. Both hitter and pitcher still in the sunshine, but not for much longer. Over 3.5 hours into this one. We're in the top of the 9th inning, 8-7. Breaking ball ripped foul. And wouldn't throw that pitch again. That was a hanger.
Yep.
Two-one count.
Well, it's so important for Parker to put up a 0 here in this inning. Bottom of 9th, when you're down by 1, it gives you a lot of options if you get a base runner on.
Down the line, slicing away from Cole and into the seats. Two balls, two strikes. Marcus Semien, the man on deck. Full count, second straight batter. Marcus Semien has been red hot, 3 for 4 this afternoon. Parker ready to pay off. Canna fouls it back. Pretty good hack at that pitch.
And he's looking out over the plate. He's got a few pitches so far in this sequence out over the plate.
Down goes Canada. 2 down.
There is an open base here for Parker, even if it's a righty versus a righty. That's a good split. So you don't want to give Simeon anything close to hit here. After getting that big strikeout.
In for a strike. Oh, 1 down. Downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. RBI single in the first inning for Simeon. Singled and scored in the 4th. Doubled and scored in the 5th.
Always has been good on the inside part of the plate. You got to be careful if you're going inside against them.
Now it hits him. Off speed pitch. Another hit batter.
He stayed inside throughout that entire at bat. It's a curveball, hits him on the thigh.
It's the 5th hit batter the Angels pitchers have had today against Oakland. Those 5 hit batters is a club record for the Angels. 5 in 1 game. Chad Pinder drove one out to right field where Calhoun made a nice play on his last at bat. As Parker's thrown his 25th pitch of the 9th. 14 strikes, 11 balls, 2 strikeouts, a double and a hit batter. 2 on, 2 outs. Trying to keep it a 1-run deficit. Parker's 2-0 now. Pinder cues it up the first base side. Blake's got it, applies the tag, and they'll get out of it. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Jose Miguel Fernandez will lead things off for the Angels against Blake Trinan. The Angels down a run. Ninth inning. Blake tried it on in relief. Tried it 5-2 with a .93 earned run average. This will be his 49th appearance. 29 saves on the year. 58 total innings. 76 strikeouts. 19 walks. Angels will have Fernandez, Fletcher, and Coward as the scheduled 3 batters.
Trine's got that good sinking fastball. It's a firm one also. 96 to 100 miles an hour. Throw a cut fastball, slider, and changeup.
First one on the way. Upstairs for ball 1. Fernandez 2 for 4, single, and an RBI double in the 5th inning. Has 1 plate appearance in his career against Trinan. He's got a base hit. Still looking for that first major league home run. Here's the 1-0. Loops it down the left field line, and this one goes foul.
Trinan has disallowed 1 home run the whole season. That was against Justin Upton back in April 6th.
There comes the 1-1. Down and in, 2-1. Talk about moving someone's feet.
It's a hard cut fastball. See how he's able to go around that and cut that fastball towards the back leg of Fernandez. Looking for his 3rd hit of the game.
This is pulled down the line, foul.
Another cutter in.
David Fletcher's on deck. 2-2 from Trinan. And he cut him. That little cutter down and got him. That is a nasty pitch. 1 out.
Now you can see why it's very difficult to hit a home run against him. Off the plate, looks like a strike. Down and in. Make contact, you'll hit it off your leg.
Fletcher's faced Trinan once, struck out against him. David takes a strike. 1 for 3 game with a double back in the 7th inning. '99.
David Fletcher will be tested as he tries to put this in play, choking up on the bat, trying to make some contact. Well, trying to provide the power.
Fletcher goes down swinging, 2 outs. So the Halos down to the last out here in the 9th inning. And it'll be up to Caleb Coward.
Hard slider off the plate.
Coward 0 for 4. Hitless in his career against Trotter. Caleb somehow get on board. Arcia is on deck. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 8-7 Oakland. We're in the 9th. The 0-2 called strike 3, and the Angels dropped 2 of 3 to the Athletics. Today, the final 8-7.
Yeah, Trinan came in and threw the ball exceptionally well. 3 strikeouts to finish off the game. Another close game. 1-run game as Oakland wins the series. Jed Lowry, what a game he had. He's our Land Rover above and beyond player of the game. Picked up his 1,000th career hit. And eventually hit a 2-run home run, his 99th career home run. Big game for him today. Double and a 2-run home run for Jed Lowry to Land Rover above and beyond player of the game.
It was a tough one for the Angels. They battled back to make it close in the 8th inning, but could not get a man on board in the 9th inning as Blake Trinan strikes out the side. 8-7 the final. Oakland wins. Stick around. Angels live post game is coming up next.